All right, for this job, you will be needing, this is the old alternator, but you'll be needing your alternator, of course, and then any type of impact. I like the 90, but you'll be needing a 15 millimeter socket. You will be needing a 10 millimeter socket, and you'll be needing a 16 millimeter socket. Tensioner, alternator bolts themselves. This is for the power bolt on the backside. You'll be needing a mallet, dead blow, preferably something soft so you don't fuck up the alternator too much when you're smacking it in as well. 10 millimeter, just in case you can't get deep enough bolt. I only have shallow 10s because they'll go missing. Flathead for taking off your airbox. Not your airbox itself, but hose. And then pry bar to pry out alternator from underneath. Today I am replacing a alternator on my 2000 Chevy Silverado 1500. This is a 4.8 paired with the NV3500 manual transmission. So to start, I typically remove all the electric plugs first. Boom, one electric, and then you have your power wire right here. I also have a big 0 gauge to hold better amperage for subwoofers, aftermarket stuff. Anyways, if we're bolt back here, this is a 10 millimeter. I threw it up there. And then once you take that off, throw it to the side. You want to make sure you always have that bolt. And then boom, got your plug. Toss that over to the side. Don't let it get in the way. And next we have two 15 millimeter bolts. To do that, I'm using Milwaukee 3/4 inch or 3/8 inch thing. 90. Getting stuck on my coolant hose. Okay. After that, they should just slide up. Boom. Toss those right next to this bolt. And after that, this guy should be wiggly. But before you do that, you have a tensioner that's over here. Of course, the intake has to be in the way. So either you grab an 8 millimeter socket or a flathead. I personally choose a flathead method. It's a lot easier. You have 2 of these clamps in order to get this guy off. So let me go do that real quick. All right, now that we got that guy off, mine is a little frozen, so his boot's kind of stuck on there for whatever reason. Kind of sucks, but I think I need to get a new one or something. Anyways, now that that's off, you want to take a 16, cranked up, see that? And then the belt comes loose. Now the belt's not on the alternator anymore. Now the sucker should just come free. You might need to pry it up a little bit. God damn. Okay. Alright, well, took the alternator out. Delphi alternator, got the top plug and only the 1 power. And how I did that, one come out by hand is pretty old. So I took a pry bar, long pry bar, more leverage. Just bam, bam, bam on this side. And then whenever that side got out, bam, bam, bam. So now that that's out, I'm going to be taking my new and improved alternator. This is a 145 amp with all the bolts. Looks pretty gross for an alternator. Look at that. Look how soft spinning that is compared to how. Oof, that's rough. All right, let's go ahead and throw this guy in here. All right, so this guy is a very tight fit. Taking a mallet lightly. Okay, that didn't work. Try. I gotta do this off the phone. All right, so just jimmy in there. Took a little bit of weird effort that made it super tight. And so I was just smacking it down. Mallet, making sure it goes down evenly on both sides. And after that, it went down too far and it was back that way. Got smacked this way a little bit. And then I was taking a pry bar, jimmying it up a little bit until the bolts fit through. Now, like a glove. Same with this guy. Okay, this guy was good. Oh, yeah. Like a glove. So, I'm gonna tighten these guys down. Take my little nifty Ugga Dugga. Make it snug so I know both can go on there. Mint doesn't need to be fucking torqued to spec. It's an alternator. Doesn't need to be overly tightened. It's an alternator. I'm gonna get that belt on last. Now I'm gonna plug in all my little nifty electronics. This guy comes with 2 bolts on the back for some reason. I guess it's their way of making spacer washer. Anyway, I'm doing that because I couldn't fit both on, and I would really like to have both. Personal preference. That is all. Take the power. I'm not even watching the video, so I hope I'm getting a lot of this on video. Just like that. Motherfucker. Stay on the damn thing. It's not that hard. It's just pretty fucking hard. Millimeter, 10mm defeater. Boom. Let's get all this stuff snugged up first. It's on the on setting. Crank that hose down. You want to go crazy tight because these threads aren't that awesome. Just want to go a little snug, you know. 2 fingers. What I got told it's about like 25 pounds. I mean, it's called for 22. So just did that. Okay, I'm gonna do this by one hand, but you get it. Tighten this, pull the tensioner that way, and wrap that belt back around. Okay, took a little bit of work. Can't get it on from the alternator side. So what I did was took it off of this one, put it on here, and tightened it, and then slipped it under here. So here we go. Now we gotta just slap on back on her intake, and we should be good to go. Alright, got my intake back on, alternator on, belt is on, power is hooked up. Plug-in is in. Should be able to get it started now. I am charging the battery just because it's been sitting out here for a week and it died. Of course, it's cold.